Welcome back to the Den of Nerds. I am Josh, and we need to talk about Avengers Doomsday. It's filming today. That's right, nerds. According to Kevin Feige and confirmed by the Russo Brothers post on Instagram, today is day one of the shooting for Avengers Doomsday. They've got about a year. Shit's crazy. Is this going to work? What? And so in this video, we're going to break down everything we know about what's going on right now. Like, what are they shooting? What actors are there? Has anything interesting leaked out? We're going to go over that. But then at the end of this video, I also want to talk about what I'm looking out for. This is actually some of the most exciting time periods of following these big Marvel movies is when they're being built. A lot of things leak out, a lot of rumors make their way out there. And there have, of course, already been a lot of rumors with regards to Avengers Doomsday. So there are several key questions that I'm thinking about, that I'm looking for answers to as all of this information comes out. So I'll go over that at the end of the video. All right, so let's get into it. The first thing you got to know is this is technically a delayed shooting schedule. This movie was supposed to film even as early as a month ago, but some things have happened and it was delayed. Now, one thing that is going on is the scripts. So according to multiple insiders, the scripts for Avengers Doomsday were being tweaked quite a bit, worked on a lot by the Russo brothers and McFeely. And although the broad strokes of the story are completely figured out, there was a lot of little minutia things and just different takes on scenes that they want to try. And according to some of the insiders, trouble with the scripts were part of the reason that this thing was delayed. Now, we don't know for sure because it's also just the fact that sets are being built over there. But the sets are still being built over there. Like, technically, that big set that we've been seeing and we've been making videos on, there's that account on Twitter that seems to have drone access to that set, the one that we think is the X Mansion. That set is not done yet, so they're not even filming there. It's day one filming, but they're not filming there. So maybe it was trouble with the sets, maybe it was just the scripts. Either way you slice it, this movie is ridiculously ambitious. The Russo brothers are coming out of Marvel retirement to make one of the most important and largest scale films ever made. In some ways, the legacy of Kevin Feige, the legacy of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and its future are all at stake with this movie. So on the one hand, you could say Marvel movies are always like this. Iron Man 1 didn't even have a completed script, and Marvel does make tweaks along the way. That's just a part of their formula, and so not having a totally finalized script is not necessarily abnormal. Or you could look at this as, oh my god, this is the most important shit ever. They just already delayed shooting because they couldn't quite figure out the scripts. The thing's supposed to come out within a year. Oh my fucking god, is this about to go a bad way? And look, I don't know what the answer to that is. To me, it's pretty crazy that this thing is only supposed to come out in a year, and I actually wouldn't be surprised if it got delayed out of the early release next year into the summer window. Think about it like this. Marvel has two movies 100% confirmed coming out after Fantastic Four. One is Avengers Doomsday, the other is Spider-Man 4. And then of course there'll be Secret Wars, so I guess technically there's three movies that Marvel's working on. But other than that, they haven't announced anything. There's a lot of rumors of a World War Hulk or some kind of Hulk thing. There's rumors of other projects, but we don't have any concrete information other than Spider-Man 4 and Doomsday. So I could see Marvel and Sony working something out where Spider-Man becomes a holiday movie next year and the delayed Avengers Doomsday becomes the summer movie. I think that still would work. By the way, nobody's reporting that. As far as we know, this thing is on track to release in May of next year, which is insane. So I'm just speculating here. Part of me thinks that this film could be delayed. Now, another thing that we know about this movie is it has an enormous cast. I mean, we sat there and watched Chairs for 5 freaking hours, right? And that's not even the full cast. There's like 20 more big roles in the movie. As far as we understand it, the shooting schedule is such that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be shooting for 3 months straight, while most of the other actors are only there for 2 months. So there's a lot of interworking shooting schedules with various people. Like right now, apparently a lot of the X-Men are on set. According to Atlanta Filmmaking, Hulks are on set, and we'll talk about that more in just a second. But that's just something you should know about. We know maybe Hulk actors, X-Men actors who confirm that they're all traveling to London, and there'll be a lot of people trying to figure out who's going to be there. So you'll see some photos of people in London and you'll be like, okay, that person's probably there for Doomsday. Tom Holland's wrapping up his movie with Nolan and then he's going to come over. So that's probably in a month from now. So now let's talk about what we think is being filmed right now. Let's start with the X-Men. So according to Daniel RPK, they are filming stuff at the X Mansion. And if the set outside, the one that we've been sort of following along with those leaked set videos, if that set is not complete and it's the X Mansion, then maybe what we'll see is a lot of the X-Men shooting internally. So we're going to shoot some internal shots of the X-Mansion. So I would imagine that is what is going on. Again, we saw some images on social media from the different actors as they reunited in London about to shoot. So we know a lot of the X-Men actors are there. And they were revealed early on in the whole chair thing. So like, obviously Marvel's not hiding it. The X-Men are going to be a big part of this film. And so I think either both Russo brothers or one of the Russo brothers is shooting X-Men stuff, internals for the X-Mansion. And then once the outdoor set is complete, which will probably be in the next week or two, then they'll probably go shoot some stuff outside, maybe even a battle sequence or something really crazy, because I think there's some significance to that set, that big set that they're building. You don't build something that big just for some dialogue outside. So that's kind of one piece of this that I think is going on. But Atlanta Filmmaking talked about Hulks. Atlanta Filmmaking teased 3 different Hulk characters and mocap being shot today. Now, the thing that everybody jumped to immediately was the leaked concept images of what I think is Secret Wars, which saw Bruce Banner's Hulk, Scar, which is his son, and then She-Hulk all dressed in like medieval garb. Really seemed like that was on Battle World or on some kind of Battle World planet. And it's 3 Hulks, and I totally understand what people are saying, right? Like, get them in there, and some people still believe those leaks are from Doomsday, which is not what it is. And then there was this leaked set video, which appeared to show an encampment that was in that kind of medieval style, and people thought that was Doomsday. That ended up being for The Witcher, so that's not a Doomsday thing. But again, people are just looking at the concept art and they're like fitting into a narrative where they think the concept art was for Doomsday and there's going to be medieval stuff, and then you got these 3 Hulks. So anyway, just to be clear, that set was for The Witcher. That's not for Doomsday. There's no Battle World stuff confirmed for Doomsday. I think it's just going to be regular universe stuff, and the Battle World stuff is in Secret War. And so maybe it is the 3 Hulks, like She-Hulk, Scar, and Bruce Banner. Maybe Sam recruits them. They all come and reluctantly help the Avengers try to fight against the X-Men and potentially Doctor Doom. Because maybe Marvel wants to take those characters, have a story in Doomsday with them, and then have a story in Secret Wars with them as well. That would make the concept art makes sense. However, interestingly enough, the actual account owner of Atlanta Filmmaking liked a tweet where somebody speculated about the Red Hulk. And so maybe what you're going to see is She-Hulk, Bruce Banner Hulk, and Red Hulk, which I think would be great. I mean, dude, Red Hulk is the best part of the Captain America Brave New World movie. The visual effects for that were absolutely amazing. And hell yeah, I want to see Harrison Ford as Red Hulk fighting against Doctor Doom or helping out with the Avengers. That would be amazing. So I'm hoping that that's what it is. So you might think maybe the Hulk stuff is with the X-Men stuff, and maybe it is. Maybe they're shooting Hulk and X-Men stuff together, but the fact that the Hulks are all CGI and you have to do mocap kind of makes me believe they could be shooting anything for the Hulks right now, because they need to get that Hulk footage out fast so that then they can work on all the visual effects and fine-tuning that as all of the other stuff is put together, because it's just way harder to like do that with the CGI than it is to just capture a performance of a character. Oh, and I also want to say the Maestro Hulk is still heavily rumored for Doomsday. I don't know if it's real. It's an evil version of Hulk from a different reality. He's an absolute badass. Black Air Force One energy. This dude is fucking awesome. We don't know if he's going to be in the movie, but it could be that he is, and it could be that they're shooting the mocap scenes with him right now. Okay, so that's all the updates. That's what we know for sure is going down right now. So let me now talk about the questions, right? Because, dude, this is exciting. This is an exciting time. We're getting the actual shooting. They're making the movie right now. Stuff's going to leak out. There's going to be rumors, set photos. And I love following along with the leaks. I would imagine you are that person too if you watch my channel. Anyway, the point is, there are big questions. Like, I think we're all wondering about the RDJ Doctor Doom thing. That birthday card invitation that he sent out with that ridiculous looking Doctor Doom, like, we're all like, please God, let that not be actually in the movie. So we're just looking to see if that's going to be confirmed or denied, but really it's just the first look at Doctor Doom, man. Like, we want to know, what does RDJ's Doctor Doom look like? And I do expect we'll find out within the next month. I mean, they're shooting a lot with him. Like, he's there for 3 months. They have exteriors. I mean, maybe they'll do a great job of hiding, but eventually it's going to leak out. Do you remember Spider-Man? Remember getting 4K shots of Andrew Garfield, and then he's like, I'm not in the movie. So we'll see. That's a big one that I'm looking forward to figuring out. You're probably looking forward to too. The next one for me is the evil Avengers, man. Huge rumors about evil versions of the Avengers, but we haven't had like any hard confirmation on that. Nothing from the set photos, nothing new as far as leaks and rumors. So it's like, is that real? Of course, Paul from Heavy Spoilers did a big video, had a big scoop on this. Alex Perez has teased it plenty. I've talked about it too. Like, it seems well established in the leak and rumor community, and yet we're not hearing or seeing anything about it. Like, where's the evil Avengers stuff, man? So I'm looking for that. And then finally, it's X-Men. Dude, I gotta know, what other X-Men are in this movie? How do the X-Men look? Apparently, they're getting their classic costumes. Does that include Magneto? Oh my fucking God, dude. Are we getting an actual comic accurate Magneto? Let's go. I love the X-Men. I'm super excited. I just want to see what do the X-Men look like here. And there are wild rumors out there now about the Exiles being in Doomsday. Is that like X-Men Exiles? Is Deadpool involved? Is Hugh Jackman Wolverine involved? He has like a couple of week break in his whole New York Broadway thing. Is he gonna go shoot in London? So of course I got a lot of questions about X-Men stuff. As X-Men stuff comes out, oh my God, I'm gonna be focused on that. I'm gonna make content about it. So again, subscribe, make sure you're checking the channel out, because over the next couple of weeks and months, we're gonna be doing like really good content, because this is all stuff we're really interested in. I'm really excited about it. I'm sure you're excited too. We're all nervous too. So we're going to find out together. So make sure you subscribe and all that. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.